Hello there, we've got a lot of small updates to go over, so let's get started with 0.6.10. Now some of the things for update 0.6.10 I actually covered in the 0.5.10, so oopsie doopsie, my bad. Anyways, some of the other new things is that in the research menu, netherite anvils were added here. The Here we have beyond, 5 of the custom enchantments, so that limit has been removed. There's also now an AFK system for non-paying members, which we actually don't have any payments, so I guess for everyone, 5 minutes until you get a warning, and then at 10 minutes, you get a second warning, and then at 15 minutes, you will get kicked. I know it's not a very popular update for that, but unfortunately it had some game affecting sort of problems, and so yeah, it had to go. Next, power runes and fusion have swapped places because armor augments now require fusion, and so we wanted to make the fusion earlier a little bit sooner. So yeah, available now. Check it out. Also, you'll see that the word ticket has been added to these. So these are dungeon tickets now. Hopefully they won't get confused with dungeon keys, dungeon runes, like all their dungeon things. So yeah, got a lot of different things to keep track of. In a massive ring update, several rings were added to the game, and they were made primarily now through the crafting table instead of being found in dungeon loot. So you still unlock them as normal in the research tree, but now you get craft them, and we have a lot new runes added to the game to be able to compensate for this. So yeah, pretty nifty stuff. And with all these changes, rings replaced where wolf horns wolf horns went where rings were, and uber enchants went where rings were. Sorry, wolf horns went where uber enchants was, because uber enchants are super powerful, and I realized they had to be downgraded a little bit. And I wanted to make rings, a little bit more available sooner, so that's what I decided to do. Alright, a balance was that the Uber enchants now cost 30 XP levels per book. This is simply because I was noticing that when people started unlocking it, they would end up grinding very quickly and have literal stacks of Uber enchantment books. I was like, it's too big a price. So yeah, we ended up having to increase the cost on that. We also changed the loot pool, so there is a post in the Discord for how the ancient scrolls are now distributed, but we fixed the bug of you being able to have multiple within a single chest, and we increased the chances over all the well, not all the different difficulties, but most of the difficulties now have a higher chance of getting ancient scrolls. You may notice that there's nothing saying Dragonheart here. Unfortunately, the Dragonheart enchantment had to be disabled because it was just bugging out. There's some plugin incompatibilities, and fortunately that and the health bonus armor augment, those had to be removed to be able to resolve those bugs. Another new feature is that spawners can now actually sense if you have the bad omen effect, even in the middle of a dungeon. So I'll put on this bad omen effect, and it should be picked up by the spawner, just like so. And now the spawners on their regular updates for checking all the players in the dungeon, and now we'll give the bonuses to the mobs that they summon. Now within dungeons, we had to remove one of the game modes, the keys one, where you have to escort 3 keys to the start area. Fortunately, the AI was just far too difficult to make reliable for escort missions, and so unfortunately that one had to go. There are plans of replacing it with like a deliver the payload style game mode where you have to move a minecart from a specific area in the dungeon, or maybe even 3 minecarts from like a closer to the start area, just depending on how I want to run it. But anyways, like, yeah, that's the plan to be able to replace that game mode. Anyways, that covers update 0.6.10 all the way to 0.7.12. It's been a lot of really small updates. I'm currently on hiatus because 0.7.12 came out on February 8th. It's now February 21st. So I've been on hiatus for a little while, just trying to avoid getting burnt out. So taking a break so that, I don't end up sort of hating this project because, can't lie. It's turning red, that's kind of just my opinion. you know, it's getting burnt out a little bit. But anyways, I'm not abandoning the project at all. If you guys don't see anything on Discord, don't worry. We're still running weekly events every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, don't worry. Nothing's being abandoned. Just taking a little break for, mental refaculties. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.